picture of it after they cooked it. That's his.
Oh, come on. That was not.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, that's
Is it really?
Looks
Yeah.
pretty good, actually.
Yeah. That's about to throw up.
You are!
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss!
Oh, hey.
Oh, yeah!
Good morning and welcome to episode 921 of Hard Factor. It is Thursday, April 14th, 2022. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. Today, I've got a cup of coffee in the big time, full of sports, entertainment, and politics, a little bit of everything that usually trends. Pat's back after that with a Johnny Depp legal update. Thank you. How you doing?
Oh, yeah. I'm okay. I'm all right.
Good, good. Wes, after Pat, is going to give us a transformational prison story and a man's first something in the TikTok international moment.
Correct.
Okay. And Mark's got an insane food double to close it out. After that, plus at the very end, hats from Low Life Louie.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, hats.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
God, my memory is so shot. I already forgot about that.
I forgot about him too. It's like a surprise all over again.
Boy,
Like
I'm
a
an
couple
idiot,
of goldfish over there. I got him sitting right next to my feet, so I can't forget
Nice.
about him. But Pat, man, how you doing? You're back.
I'm back. Yeah, sorry I missed a couple days, boys. First of all, happy belated birthday to Noreen Cassidy. Second of all,
Happy birthday.
yeah, guys, I
birthday, Wendy.
lost a buddy. We lost a friend of the show, a young man that worked for me for a number of years, was one of the most talented, bright lights of any human that I've ever known, Daniel Sahad. Unfortunately passed away. If you don't know Daniel's work, you probably don't know his work as part of Hard Factor, because the great part about Daniel is, as talented as he was always down to support other people's art. And when we were doing events or anything that I was doing for the last 5 or 6 years, Daniel was with me hand in hand, supporting me. And very much to my joy, he left me 2 years ago and resigned his position so he could pursue music full time, which everyone was very encouraging.
He was working mostly with your production company, right, Pat?
Yeah, he was just doing a bit of everything. I created a job for Daniel. I met Daniel outside a recording studio in 2000.
We lost Pat.
I was in.
They have.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
you
you're
met-
back.
where'd you meet him outside a recording studio?
Outside a recording studio in Austin, and he followed me outside to smoke a cigarette. And he said, "I've heard about you." And I said, "Oh." He goes, "I want to work with you. I don't have anything," and he wouldn't stop pursuing me. One of the most tenacious dudes. I created a position.
Hustle.
For him just because he was so tenacious, and I'm blessed to have known him. He had
He
a
was
great
awesome,
band
dude.
called Nané. Unfortunately, they were on the precipice of success. You know, having seen the music business for as long as I have, they were on a trajectory to go and make a career of it. And I'll tell you what, Daniel used to say a lot of things, but I think the thing that he came to know later in his life that's most important to pass on, want me to pass on, is if you have an art, if you have a pursuit, if you have a passion, do not wait. Go for it today. Serve yourself in that respect. Always serve others, but pursue your dreams and do it as soon as you have the dream. Daniel got a taste of that, and not to belittle the life he lived. It was a wonderful life. The tragedy is that he's not going to get to enjoy what was coming to him. But
You're
that's
so
okay.
close to the prize, right, of what he'd been working for. Tragic.
And I know that he wished that he had started earlier. But he's a lovely man, one of the best people I ever know. If you want to honor Daniel, go and listen to his music. Nané with an N-Y or an accent on the E, N-A-N-E. And there's a memorial fund going on. I'll put it on my Twitter.
Nice.
I think we're going to start maybe a scholarship or something in his name to honor him. But
Cool.
tough loss, man.
Yeah,
Tough loss.
That
he's
that
awesome.
was absolute tits. He was incredible, dude. Yeah.
I want to tell one quick story about
Yeah.
Daniel, if that's
Yeah.
okay. In 2014 or 15, I just started managing Trinidad James, and I didn't know anything about hip-hop. It was my first gig in hip-hop. And this tech company came in for South by Southwest, and they were paying Trinidad a pretty decent amount of money, and they had said, "Hey, is it okay if Trinidad's DJ, he DJs for the opening acts?" And on a hip hop show, there's usually 10 opening acts, a lot of opening acts. And being new to hip hop, I figured like, oh, that's like sharing a drum kit in rock and roll. So of course, and day of the show, day before, Trinidad's DJ's like, man, that's not standard practice. I can't do that. I'm not available to do that. I said, okay. So I'm just trying to solve the problem here. I kind of promised something that we couldn't deliver. So I said, Daniel, let's go down, ride with me down to the venue. Let's figure it out. We get down to Antone's, and this guy walks up to me. This tech guy who's put on the event, was paying us good money to be there. He's like, I don't know what to do, man. And I look at Daniel. I'm like, fuck. And we get mobbed by these 10 opening acts. 10 rappers run up to us with their USBs. They say, this is my set.
Hilarious.
And Daniel looks at me. He goes, I got this, man. And I'm like, what do you mean you got this? And he's like, I know Pro Tools. I can figure this out. Get me my computer down here, and I got it. And I was like, dude, I would love to help you, but the South by, like, this is my schmooze time. I have to go network. I have meetings and dinners to go to. He goes, I got this.
He's great producer, behind the scenes guy, setting up a live show, sound production.
Where the DJ name
he knew how
came
to do it all.
Yeah, so I said, okay, man, I trust you. I trust you. I don't see how you got this, but good luck. I have no other choice. So I left to go to the dinner that I had, and I came back 3 artists into the set, and there's DJ Daniel Sahad, full on DJing for all the open acts on a fucking whim, and he's living the part. Guys are coming up to him after the show, being like, can I get your number, dude, so you can DJ for me in the future?
Yeah, he's a beast, man. A lot of talent, obviously, right, Pat? And
there's not a lot of people that you could just throw that on and they can.
Yeah,
I mean, as anyone that ever aspires to do anything big, challenges come up, and you need people around you that can solve problems and have a can-do attitude and are brilliant. And I just never saw anything like that. It blew me away. And I
never knew why you called him DJ Daniel.
That's why I called. Yeah, he was never a DJ. He was never a DJ.
Yeah. He could have been. He could have done anything.
I never saw his ass DJing. That's for sure.
We call him DJ Daniel. Yeah.
No. But for the rest of the time I knew him, I tried to pimp him out as a DJ as a joke.
That's awesome. Man. What a legend. R.I.P. DJ Daniel Sahad. All right,
let's do the news.
Yeah, let's do
the news.
Cup of coffee in the big times up first.
Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time.
This is trending news based on our proprietary hard factor algorithm. But first, a fun fact. Did you know that dolphins, or toothed whales, as Wes taught us yesterday, are the only marine animals to have passed the mirror self-awareness test?
Oh, they know it's them in the mirror. That's terrifying. That's terrifying.
And they're apex predators on top of that. There's some orcas checking out the mirror. I showed you guys the dolphins checking it out earlier.
They're like, look at you. You're about to take over the world, handsome.
Vicious and smart.
Yeah.
You got to say, like, of any fun fact,
it's not very fun.
We're the heaviest with dolphins, right, on this show.
Oh yeah.
Well, yes,
whales, dolphins. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is just to scare Wes and Mark even more, because they're concerned the dolphins are mounting an offensive.
You missed a pretty serious dolphin attack yesterday, Pat. We're afraid that that's going to be the new norm.
Oh man. Yeah. Better start
look up the term rostrum for a scare.
Maybe the Japanese had it right.
Yeah, they did. They have it exactly right.
They've been around a long time. Who's to argue?
Right.
So look out.
A lot longer than us,
They live on that island. They know what's going on.
Yeah.
That's true. They are like some of the original island people there. But so this is
all right.
It's serious stuff, guys. They're strong, they're fast, powerful, and smart. Okay. Trending news. Honorable mentions. Sherri Papini. She pled guilty to faking being abducted by Hispanic men to leave her family and go fuck her ex all month.
This is the lady Pat brought up recently that cut her hair.
Yeah. So she just pled guilty finally in court. But yeah, Pat had covered the story when it came out, I think like a couple years ago.
Is her husband still on her side at court? Was he there?
No,
he's finally realized
he's finally out.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to make her pay that fucking money back.
Oh, right, she owes a shitload of money. I didn't read all the details, but she's fucked in court.
She's pretty hot.
She's pretty hot.
I mean, they always are.
That's the truth. With her.
She's hot enough to ruin a guy's life.
He believed her at first, and then
she's hot enough to think that she could get away with it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a mistake. Yeah, she is. She is. Stranger
She's
Things.
Like a dolphin.
4.
She knows it.
Yeah.
True. It's a lot like a dolphin.
She's got some dolphin in her.
Great looking dolphin.
You have to watch out for that. Right. Okay. Stranger Things 4. The trailer is sick. It comes out May 27th. That's when the first episode dropped. They just dropped the extended trailer. And in Stranger Things season 4 on Netflix. They fight this guy. Can you guys see him? It's so dark.
No, I did see a zoom up picture of him. It's like a zombie.
Yeah, zombie Doc Ock.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's crazy. Like he's got.
He's, I guess, the mastermind. Yeah.
Upside down Doc Ock from Spider-Man.
What song did they play in the trailer? Because I was getting goosebumps.
Song.
Yeah, it's a
great
song we all know, but I just forget it. Just like a classic, like 80s song. It was incredible, incredible trailer.
Have to check that one out. That series kind of lost its luster a little bit, but it looks like season 4 might bring some of it back.
If it's half as good as the trailer, it's going to be incredible.
Exactly. That is a winner of a trailer. Millions of views on YouTube and counting as we tape this. Update from yesterday's show: the Brooklyn shooter, Frank James, the suspected Brooklyn subway shooter, has been arrested. Now I hope they terrorize his ass in court and jail if he was the one that did it.
Man, so I was at the like a memorial yesterday, and I was not on the news at all. And then I ran into someone from New York.
It's nuts. The Brooklyn.
You must have been following what was going on in New York. I was like, absolutely not. What's going on in New York?
Oh. Yeah, I mean, the guy fucking threw a smoke bomb
but
inside.
The rumor was it was terrorism, but this guy's not a terrorist, right?
Well, he domestically terrorized all these people. Yeah. He threw a smoke bomb.
Is this crazy
inside.
Guy stuff, or does he have a manifesto? That's what I'm asking.
No, he's got a video. He's got video manifesto.
Apparently, he has a ton of videos where he's talking about race shit and societal shit. Like, apparently, he's just a real dick. He's probably should have seen this one coming. Type thing, which Will mentioned. Yeah. What's up with the NSA and all these people not
swing and a miss by the intelligence community.
Blames everything on that's wrong in his life on everyone else. That's his.
And he's 5'5", and he's he's 5'5" and obese. That's
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but when
the shooting 29 people thing is a lot wrong with that.
A lot wrong with that.
CIA, a lot wrong with that.
Get it together. All right.
By the way, Stranger Ways or Worlds Apart by Journey. It's like a remix of that throughout the trailer, and it slaps. Oh my god,
that'll get it going.
Oh
yeah. That'll get you in the mood to watch some Stranger Things.
Little double entendre there, Worlds Apart, because there's the upside down and then the other world, right? Worlds.
Exactly. It's a double entendre day because speaking of swinging and missing on that guy, the Brooklyn shooter, let's take it over to sports. Okay. The Dodgers pitcher, Clayton Kershaw, you know him, guys. He's like a future Hall of Famer. Very good.
Except in the playoffs.
Well, historically, but maybe this is his year mark because on Wednesday, he faced the Twins. This was his stats: 13 strikeouts and 7 perfect innings before being yanked by manager Dave Roberts with 6 outs to go on only 80 pitches.
What a dickhead. What a dickhead.
Kershaw says he agrees because I guess they're keeping the arm fresh or whatever.
Oh, man.
That's bullshit. He didn't agree.
Does he get the win? That. How does that work?
Yeah, he probably got the win if they won.
Like a million to nothing, but yeah.
But 80 pitches is not that many. I know it's early in the season.
Oh, he's smoking these Twins.
Do pitchers have a bonus in their contract? Like
wins? Yeah, absolutely.
No, for a no hitter, a perfect game, they must.
I don't think so.
Like
that's pretty rare occurrence.
I think it's wins only. Like
that would be like a 100-to-1 jackpot.
Yeah, that'd be such a cocky move by the pitcher to bet on himself on that.
Right. Yeah, because it's kind of lucky too, right? You need luck to get a perfect game.
That's what it would be. It would be like
it's like a hole in one,
forfeiting some of your winnings versus a hole in one in golf. That's what. It would be.
So why didn't they just like have someone warming up in the 8th, and then the second he walked or got a hit, get him out of there? Like, why wouldn't you let him start the 8th?
Yeah, I mean, because it's I guess the guy they're trying to say it's like player management. I guess I don't know.
It's hardo baseball
it's ridiculous.
Bullshit.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, it might be some stats stuff though. Like if you look at baseball from a numbers perspective, you're just thinking innings, arm.
Yeah, he's just like innings were on the arm. Fresh. I mean, maybe
that's 12 pitches. It's 11 pitches per inning. He was
let this guy rest
7 times 11,
playoffs,
77.
So yeah, maybe he can get his head right for playoffs.
Give him an extra day.
Oh, that's stupid.
We'll see if he can do it in the playoffs. But Kershaw, absolute stud, as always. Keeping it in baseball, assistant coach Alyssa Naken, I think Naken, Nakken, took over first base coaching duties for the Giants on Tuesday after the
knockers.
What's that?
Nothing.
You said knocking boots?
Say Alyssa Knockers?
Yeah.
Alyssa Knockers?
She's got boobs.
Because she's a female.
She's a female?
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You could say the same about Big Papi.
Are you talking about Clitrissa?
Yeah, most of the 2004 Red Sox.
Yeah.
Clitrissa?
She got put in there after the original first base coach got ejected from the game, making her the first female on-field coach ever in MLB history. Congrats to Alyssa.
There you go. That's cool.
And nice 13-2 win over the Padres. So
it is cool, Wes.
When she got out there on the base.
I agree. I can still make a joke about it.
That's Wes's team, the San Francisco Giants.
He loves the Giants.
That's right, Wes. She's your new favorite coach, actually.
Yeah, she is actually.
Candlestick
the only one with tits out there. Of course, she's my favorite.
There it is.
I don't like those uniforms. Obviously, that's not their.
Yeah,
normal,
it looks
but-
like
Wes's favorite. That's like a
the
special.
poor woman does her coaching debut when it looks like they're playing in fucking college gear.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That's not even the
Some
official
throwback
unis.
ass.
The creamsicle.
I thought you were about to say this woman made her coaching debut for the Florida State Seminoles.
Yeah.
But
That's the San Francisco Giants. The Padres were wearing like a weird pirate-looking uniform too. It was a weird uniform night. Okay, so staying out west though, a little more sports. Tons of sports was trending. The Raiders have given everybody's favorite QB with eyeliner, Derek Carr, a deal that will keep him in Vegas through the 2025 season, making about $40.5 million a year, which is the fifth highest paid quarterback, while his star receiver, Devontae Adams, so they both went to Fresno State together, will be there through 2027, making $28.5 million a year, which is the number one contract for any non-quarterback. So
Do we think?
I love that.
Vegas.
Do we think they're going to win any playoff games?
Yes.
they better with those
Yeah.
two. I mean,
Okay.
come on.
100%.
Yeah.
Derek Carr is a bubble guy. He's getting paid. He's probably the seventh best quarterback, getting the fifth best money. I think.
Yeah,
it's
I would say
Titles, I don't know,
eighth or
but
ninth.
They
best
need to make an
games.
AFC championship with this,
I mean, no one wants Derek Carr on their fantasy team,
right?
Right. That's what I'm
But
saying.
he ends up on your fantasy team.
If you're going 69 million a year, nice total between the two of them, you're
That is
expecting
nice.
AFC championship. We have this 3-year window, right? I would think,
It's also the Raiders.
at
dude.
least winning the
This is-
AFC.
I would
West.
say, yeah.
This is the team that paid Darius Hayward Bay like $100 million and took him first.
No, but these two are
first
Yeah.
draft pick.
these two are good. These two are good.
Yeah,
players.
they're good.
That's not Darius
They're
Hayward.
they're good, but they're like the AFC's tough. I mean, there's a lot of teams.
Especially the AFC West.
The Bills are on the upcome. Like the
Russell
the
Wilson
Chiefs are
just
still good.
joined
Yeah,
AFC West.
and then who the Chargers have like a better younger quarterback, Herbert and stuff. Like
Herbert,
I
yeah,
don't,
it's a strong
I just
division.
don't see the Raiders making the AFC Championship game.
But those AFC West games are going to be badass.
Yeah, well.
And speaking of quarterbacks, a much worse one than Derek Carr, Baker Mayfield for the Browns. He says he feels, quote unquote, disrespected by the Browns. No shit, Baker. They purposely disrespected you because you're not that good and you're a dick.
He should call Colin Kaepernick if he feels disrespected. He should call Colin Kaepernick up.
How do you think the fans feel, Baker? You disrespected them,
Exactly.
with your poor
Or
play.
Odell Beckham.
Yeah.
Enjoy sitting behind Deshaun Watson, Baker.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
So did Baker get picked up? Is he somewhere?
No, they're
He's
trying to
still
trade him,
there.
but nobody wants him.
Nobody wants that,
Nobody wants
dude.
Baker
I mean, he
Mayfield.
pretty much took himself off the team with that tweet.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
no, he's just okay. Look,
I mean-
he's disrespected. He's Baker Mayfield. Okay, you are disrespected.
Doesn't he just get married or something?
Long time ago. His wife's been in the commercials for 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's surprised that Baker's disrespected.
She's something.
no, that guy's he was disrespected in Oklahoma when he couldn't get it done.
That's why he slammed the flag.
By the way,
He's
I've
always
yeah,
been
exactly.
disrespected.
He was always disrespected.
I have a theory on Mahomes' girl, his wife, right?
Okay,
So Baker and Mahomes, roughly
That's
the
what I'm
same
thinking of.
class. okay?
girlfriend. Yeah,
Yeah. Now you have the most famous wife ever in Giselle Bundchen with Tom Brady, okay?
Right.
She's not in the commercials. Baker, similar class to Mahomes, similarly affable guys, similar upfront girlfriend-wife situation. Baker starts
Mahomes
putting
is
his
way more
girl.
likable than Baker.
is she in like the
Mayfield.
State Farm?
Not even
Or
close.
she's
No, but
like
Baker's girl starts getting
she's
in,
mowing
in,
the lawn and
in the
stuff?
commercials,
Yeah.
and you know Mahomes' wife was like, we're doing that, honey.
Yeah, but
Well,
she's
what's
only
his
his,
name
girl,
started
she's only
all
his
that.
girlfriend now, so she's got to get to that next step. And
It's never going to happen.
I don't think she's going to get to that next step with
A lot of people are
Mahomes.
going to be telling him no.
I just guarantee that she's in his ear being like, look at Baker and his wife.
Yeah, I think Mahomes is
Gronkowski
gonna be
started all
single
that
soon.
shit with the ball. Remember the ball, the freshener that he was with his wife in the Christmas commercials.
Yeah, like the
Gronkowski started all that
that
shit.
athlete chick.
I mean,
yeah.
recently, yeah.
She
What
was-
Well, no, it's
athletes ads? I mean, like
No,
it's
No, with his wife.
Package.
Yeah, I think Mahomes is going to be single by the end of next year.
Quarterback and his number one receiver.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
Come on.
it doesn't speak to me. I would rather see a sports
It's a good
team.
joke, though.
Yeah. No, yeah, sure. I'm Baker's disrespect.
It was a West joke. Come on, Wes.
There's nothing more annoying when an athlete sucks and they're in a lot of commercials.
Right, Baker Mayfield. That's the number one.
Ricky Fowler.
He's the number one guy you think of the shittiest athlete.
Ricky Fowler's won a major, dude.
Yeah, but not anymore because he's doing too many fucking commercials.
I know, but Baker Mayfield's won nothing in his entire life.
Will called this.
I documented
Ricky Fowler sucks now because he's in too many commercials.
I don't even know if he won a state championship
as soon as he did his first fucking commercial, I was like, this guy's gonna suck.
Oh my god! 6-8 months ago, a friend of the show, Rebecca, texted me. She was in Houston. She was like, "I'm on some commercial with some quarterback guy." And I'm like,
God!
Is it Baker Mayfield?
She's
like,
yeah,
that's his name.
Jesus.
Of course it was. Every commercial with the QB guys with Baker Mayfield. Last sports. We're almost out of here. Sports, non-sports people. Champions League is on to the semis on April 27th. It's going to be Liverpool versus Villarreal, and then Man City versus Real Madrid. They have a 2-leg semifinal. First one's April 27th. Second one's May 4th. The final will be May 28th. That is the top flight soccer tournament in the world every year. So
the Real Madrid Chelsea game 2 days ago was insane. So Real Madrid was up 3-1 on aggregate, and they were going home. So they played at home, and Chelsea went up 3-0 late in the game. So they're about to move on. They even took a goal away from Chelsea, so it should have been 4-0. It's over.
Damn.
And then Real Madrid scores in the 80th minute to send it to overtime. And then in overtime.
Or is that a single game?
It's the aggregate. So they go to overtime even though they're losing 3-1. Like the game was 3-1 Chelsea, but they have to go to overtime. So they start the overtime. They start the overtime, and Real Madrid gets 1 goal. Benzema scores like his 3rd header of that round, and they lose the game 3-2, but move on.
Oh, Benzema's so good.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, both those teams would have been awesome in the final. I'm glad either one, Benzema. Real Madrid and Chelsea both would have been worthy.
Most importantly, when's the first men's World Cup game that we can get excited about?
Oh, it's November. Remember because it's in Qatar, so we have several months to wait for that. Which brings us to the next mention.
It's the calm before the storm. There's some bad weather brewing in the air.
Yes,
oh man,
dude,
is there
yes
ever? Is there ever? As we're taping this, some extreme rainstorms are passing through Oklahoma, and tornadoes are going through Mississippi and headed further north after that. So hope everybody stays safe. That is going to affect much of the country.
Wes, did you see we had another tornado yesterday?
Huh? I did not.
Yeah.
Hey, I was here.
Where?
Yeah, we had another tornado just north of us. That's not great.
Tornado emotion.
It's too many tornadoes for Austin, if you ask me.
Different tornado. Yeah. And speaking of traveling long distances on ground in the USA, like tornadoes tend to do, Greg Abbott's first shipment of illegal immigrants from the Texas border to President Joe Biden's doorstep in Washington, D.C.
Man. What's his tiz up to now?
He's sending them.
This is what he's doing, Pat. He sent a busload of illegal immigrants to Washington, D.C. They arrived on Wednesday.
Could you imagine being on that bus by accident?
Here they are.
I hope that's what kind of buses are these?
Nice. They're charter buses.
Okay. Charter bus.
They're handicap accessible.
He chartered the bus to send these 36 immigrants to D.C., and they arrived on Wednesday, and it caused an absolute shitstorm in Washington, D.C. D.C. residents obviously not happy about illegal immigrants just being let go and to walk around the city. In response, the White House press secretary Jen Psaki released a written statement that blamed Governor Greg Abbott for too strict border security, clogging up the supply chain with trucks waiting too long. So she was basically just trying to deflect from the illegal immigration, which has been increasing under the Biden administration. But Governor Abbott must have planned pretty well for that, knowing that everybody was mad at him about the waiting times for trucks right now at the Texas border, because at the same time all that was going on, he held a joint press conference with Governor Garcia of the Nuevo León province of Mexico on April 13th, pointing out that he had only restricted the travel of trucks on April 6th in response to Biden removing Title 42, or the Remain in Mexico policy. So he said that's why he made the wait times longer for the trucks, and that he's now loosening trucking rules at the crossing in Laredo, specifically one very busy one, with more to come with the help of the province of Nuevo León, who's going to be doing pre-screens in the province on the way to the crossings. So he's instituting his own partnerships with provinces, the northern provinces of Mexico. Wildest of all, he has said previously to this press conference that he plans to start sending planes full of illegal immigrants to D.C. next. This first bus was
Sounds expensive. Are we paying for this?
No, Texas. He is. Texas is paying for it. This first bus was 36 illegal border crossers who came from the Del Rio area in Texas after coming to the United States from Colombia, Cuba, Nicaragua, and Venezuela. And his publicity stunt is getting a shitload of attention. Even Beto's trying to come out saying stuff that nobody's listening to. Beto's like putting out videos, selfie videos. Nobody's clicking on it.
I haven't heard him.
Wild times in the Texas versus DC feud.
On the transpo thing, we learned this, right? Like Alex Jones was trying to spin a conspiracy theory last year and a half ago,
about human trafficking,
about people paying for people to go other places. It's part of the immigration platform that if someone has family in some place and they're over, they will go to that place, they'll get taken to that place to reduce the burden, the taxpayer burden, while they wait for trial. I'm curious what, like, I know Abbott's trying to do a publicity stunt here, but how is this productive? Is there more?
Oh,
it's not productive.
What he's largely campaigning against Joe Biden. So he's got an election coming up this year. So does Joe Biden. And
I get his whole joke or point is like, if you're going to be loose on the border, we're going to send them to your doorstep.
They're coming to you.
It's definitely not productive.
He said they're coming to you. So he's offering a bus or a plane to anybody who wants to go to D.C. instead of stay in Texas, since he has to keep all the illegal.
Right. There's like a couple people that get on the bus because they're like, oh, this is what we're supposed to do. Then they end up 1,500 miles away from their uncle.
It's like sending a bunch of orphans to a pro-life guy,
It seems like a bad choice. For now,
also the guy that probably patronizes 20, 30, 40 undocumented immigrants every day as he moves around Austin.
It's also the guy that made $50 million off a tree falling on them and then changed the rules where you can't make any money when you sue people in the state. So he's
a good point.
He's an asshole.
I mean, he's going after the guy that got $31 million to his family from China. So I think it's all fair play.
Oh, Joe Biden's will take money too. They'll both take money.
Are we going to pretend that we don't need the undocumented worker? Like, we need them. So let's figure out how to fucking.
Well, yeah, but he's just against this Title 40. Well, I mean. Yeah. Even Pat has people who are not white on the Texas border agree that they do not like this allowing anybody to walk over the border for the most part. They're even coming out against Democrats on the border.
No, we can't have an open border. Right. No, of course.
So we got to start shifting policies.
Of course.
Playing games.
I'm just saying it's an unpopular thing. It's a campaign thing. It's going to keep going as long as he has these laissez-faire border policies.
Agreed. There's some issues at the border, but this is definitely like not productive, like sending a couple
he's
buses
just trying to
and
highlight
to
him, basically.
Right.
And
he's getting attention to it for sure.
It worked.
Yeah.
Some of our best homies in DC were undocumented growing up, so maybe they'll make friends with another group of dudes like Bizarro us, their children. Right. Think about that.
Well, right, but those people, I don't think it has to do with people to people stuff.
I know.
This has nothing
to
do. Okay. Which takes us to
the cream of the crop.
It happens to all of us sometimes. We release a video and it's a lot more hated than we're used to. Maybe people are responding to it saying we've offended everybody that's ever thought we were ever funny.
This guy doesn't know anything about planes.
Right. Aviation mistakes. Yeah. I mean, it happens to everybody.
Yeah.
Well, it happened to big time comedian Druski this week too. You guys know him. He's doing commercials now.
Or a comedian?
Comedian.
He's a comedian.
He's trying. Part of his comedian thing is he's trying to start a rap label, so he has people come onto his live streams and he gets hundreds and thousands of.
But it's all sketch comedy.
But that's all. He's not like a rapper. Cool. He's always been comedy. He's hilarious.
He's awesome.
He's the guy was the fake. He started as the fake frat kid. Like, what's up?
Yeah.
I've been following him forever.
He nails it like South Park does. He just nails characters and like stereotypes and stuff.
Right. And so he does a lot of character sketches, and that's his thing. Yeah. Like he does the sketch of like the old dude on the motorcycle that rolls up to the gas station. Fucking love that one. So he does. Here's another sketch.
Like Trevor Wallace kind of.
Yes. Yeah, yes. Okay. More successfsill. Yes, but similar.
Right. He's like, Doritos. Yes. He's worked his way up from sketches on the internet to Doritos commercials now. So like a lot of good sketch groups, but he's just like a single comedian. Right. Here's the sketch that got him pressured into deleting it off social media. You guys tell me what you think.
It's got Silent Club.
So it's a party. It's like a house
party.
Never have I ever kissed a dude. That's all right.
Take a shot.
Oh,
see what he's doing. This is a girl he's pouring the drinks for.
He's trying to get girls drunk.
All
He's making fun of white dudes.
He's playing a character.
Yeah, he's trying to get girls drunk. Yeah, it's a sketch. Yeah. We did a similar sketch to this back in the day.
Wes, I'm not sure if this is racial, but yeah, I think this is making fun of guys who do
guys that want to creep on girls because they're too drunk.
Never have I ever is a white guy game.
That's true. He's just getting the girls drunk.
He's going live, making them do shots. Just more shots. And now he's getting caught in the back.
He said they're going, I'm telling you, as in like they're going to black out.
Yeah. He's chugging for the bottle.
He's
staring at her creepily while she dances with the other girl.
It's demon mode. He's about to have sex with her. Yeah.
Oh, he's
because she's going to be drunk.
Unconsensually. Yeah.
Truth or dare.
I dare you take 5 shots off her stomach. Come on.
I dare you take 5 shots off her stomach.
One more, get the job done. One more, then we done.
One more will get the job done.
One more. He real. He telling. One more, then we done. He telling the truth. Promise. He telling the truth.
I promise. He's done it before. Yeah.
Good for this guy, man.
Yeah, it's a great sketch.
Good for this guy. People are mad.
We literally did a similar sketch back in the day, guys.
Yeah,
and it's making fun of guys that try to take advantage of girls.
Creepers, yeah.
Yes.
But the thing is, he's too
our
good.
guy got raped by a guy at the end because he ended up getting his own medicine.
Right, we took it way further than Druski.
But that's the problem.
And this is why Druski's so mainstream, because he usually has crowd-pleasing sketches because he understands.
We did the same exact mentality sketch and then twist at the end where the guy got raped by a guy because he deserved it.
When we were doing that, okay, I want to point something out. So old school sketch comedy, right, was introduced to us through like Second City or Saturday Night Live,
right?
Where like you needed a camera to do it. Today, everyone has a camera. Everyone has their own network. So Druski doing sketch comedy like this, absolutely is not necessarily on the nose that it's a sketch. So I can see how a bunch of people are like, "Oh my God, what are you doing, man?"
Yeah, but that's
just
all
the medium.
Followers of him. They should know it's
Druski. It's all comedy.
Well, I don't know Druski. I didn't know Druski, but I thought,
you should.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Well, yeah, but
I mean, that was awesome.
So
but he's too good. He's too good at it.
Great sketch.
He nails
He's
it.
very good.
Great
but
sketch
good for
artist.
him. At least he's fucking starting the conversation.
So he had to take that down because he was getting shit from people, right?
He just was getting too much shit. Yeah, he was like, I'm not going to deal with this because a lot of self-conscious dudes were like, "What the fuck, bro? You trying to say something about like people like there?" A lot of guys were like, "That's me." When
I am.
And they started hating on it.
Yeah,
it was the most progressive thing.
So it wasn't women. So it wasn't women being mad at him.
It was like dudes being like, "You think that's funny? That's weak."
What?
Like, you know, like
it's doth protest.
That's my
so much,
move.
dudes.
Yeah.
Quit spoiling my move.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah. I mean, now my house party's gonna suck.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's
Truth or dare was my go-to.
Yeah.
If there's it's an argument. It's an argument. I was drunk too when I raped her. You know, like that's rapists say that shit. It's not okay.
There's a reason we did that sketch. It was to call out people that, just like he called out people like that. It's making fun of assholes that try to get girls drunk on purpose, and they're not worried about getting themselves drunk. They're worried about getting someone else drunk, and there's a reason.
And so he thought it's funny. Yeah. A lot of self-conscious guys who probably do that themselves didn't. But it doesn't matter. Keep doing you, Druski, and everybody else out there. Just keep doing you. Unless you're a sexual assaulter, then chill the fuck out.
No, unless you're the guy Druski was making fun of, then stop it.
Right. But everybody else, keep doing you. Yeah. Just do you still. Even fuck the haters. And that's today's cup of coffee in the big time.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Guys, mental health. It's mega important. I'm not going to get too deep into why, but it just is. We talk about it a lot. We get lots of DMs. I know that I got 3 or 4 DMs this week of people asking, hey, just questions about general mental health. I feel like it's not talked about enough. That's why we destigmatize it on this show. I've come and been open about my mental health struggles, and the fact that I'm on an antidepressant. Happy to say that because it helps me, and you shouldn't be afraid to talk about it either. And New Mood, who is our sponsor today, they are helping lead that conversation through their breakthrough app.
Yeah, mental wellness for,
It's really important.
Guiding us there. Yes,
yeah.
Mood.
We've talked before about how therapy is important, but truthfully, your mental health journey is an everyday thing. You got to check in with yourself every day. I know that Wes, with his sobriety, you got to check in with yourself every day. That's your battle. Me, it's depression. That's my battle. Both are mental health issues, right? And you have to check in every day. It doesn't just fix itself, and it doesn't fix itself with a weekly or monthly therapy appointment. And that's what New Mood does. So do you guys remember when we did the Noom app for weight loss?
Yeah, it worked.
It's great.
Yeah,
you get a coach.
this one works for mental wellness.
I lost like 60 pounds while I was on it.
Yep. You get a coach, and you also
get prompts, things to challenge every day, to be thinking about it every day. It's like an alarm clock for mental health in your pocket. And there's also a coach there to help you around through it. Dedicated coaches. You'll have a support system helping you on your journey. It's just absolutely, it's genius. I never had thought about it before. I was super excited. It made a lot of sense for weight loss, but I think it makes even more sense for mental health.
I agree.
It's robust. It provides a wide variety of tools and techniques to try out and discover. It holds your hand as a daily curriculum coupled with one-on-one coaching, as I mentioned, that guides you and encourages you on your journey. It's accessible. It's convenient. It takes about 10 minutes a day. And look, committing to that will make you happier, will make you a better partner, and will make you healthier. Even if it's just thinking about being better mentally, that will in turn make you better mentally. So we highly recommend checking out New Mood. And there's the
code is factor.
Get your trial.
It's hard factor.
No, it's
factor.
Factor.
Yeah.
Not
So,
hard factor. Get your trial.
Let them know that. Let them know that website.
Yeah. So you want to go to noom.com/factor. That's noom, NOOM.com/factor. Get your trial going. You have nothing to lose. Get it started. If you're feeling like something's missing or you're feeling like you're not being able to connect the dots, you got to try something. So let this be the thing that you try if you haven't tried yet.
Great.
That's noom.com/factor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I was going to tell
Now
you.
You got to do a story.
Johnny Depp. Let's talk about this asshole. He just will not let it go. Let's take it back to our old stomping grounds, guys. The Fairfax County District Court.
Okay.
Fairfax County, Virginia.
Yeah.
That's where he's filing.
Yikes.
Right. So
Awesome.
Okay. Made my asshole tighten up. He said Fairfax County Court.
It'd be the
Can I
one
just
time
pay
you'd like
this?
going there. Yeah.
Yeah.
or do I need to show up? Will, when you mooned that bus and got charged as a sex offender in the 6th grade, did you have to go to that court?
I did. Yeah. Did have to.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
That's horrible. I'm
Yeah.
so
Well, but I didn't go to the actual courtroom because I was so young that I got like the non-courtroom
This
version.
little sex
You were the
offender can't
child.
handle
Yeah, the
it.
little child room.
Yeah, I was in like the child court where it's just like you talking to a nice judge.
He's got like
It
a
doesn't have
playpen.
tie on.
All right,
Yeah.
get out of the ball pit. We're going to lecture you for 5 minutes.
Both Mark and Will were almost sex offenders for non-sexual related offenses with their
Well,
parts
they
out.
threatened to make me a sex offender,
You're
but
saying
I
when
learned
when
later
peed in
that
public.
that was
Yeah.
pretty impossible. Yeah.
But luckily, mine was at night, and no one was at. It wasn't like in a park. I
Somebody
peed
would
at,
Yes.
peed at a grocery store, and they threatened to like give me like a.
What they
I
say
was
to
like,
you
There's no one here.
when you expose yourself in public, what we've
closed.
Mark and I both learned is that the cops will then say, "What if somebody had seen it? If
Right.
they had, you'd be a sex
If they
offender
had,
on a registry
exactly,
forever."
yeah.
And then that's
Well,
like, and
And then I said it's 2 a.m. and the grocery store's been closed for 6 hours. So
they just yelled that at you over and over
Yeah.
again while you're waiting to be sentenced.
I asked
or
if I could
whatever.
go back and finish peeing, and the cop said no. And then he left, and I went back and finished peeing on the shopping
Same
carts,
treatment,
of course.
whether you're like 10 years old or 22.
The challenge for Will is he had a road flare and he was waving it around his butt, saying, "Look at this."
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, so Fairfax County District Court, that's where Johnny Depp is suing his ex-wife Amber Heard for libel, for an op-ed that
I
she
thought
penned.
we were done with this.
No, my friend, we are not done. She penned this op-ed back in 2018 in the Washington Post, where she referred to Johnny Depp, ish, we're going to get to that in a second, as a, quote, public figure representing domestic abuse. So
Okay.
you might be saying, like,
Look at
Mark,
that.
wait,
That's a strong accusation.
I know. Didn't he already sue Amber Heard for libel
Didn't
or
she
something?
poop the bed, and he did coke all the time, and we heard all those
Right.
funny stories.
Right. Wasn't that in England or something?
Yeah.
Son. And yeah, Brian, you're correct.
Okay.
He did do that back in November 2020. Depp sued The Sun, the publication in the UK, after The Sun claimed he assaulted his ex-wife, Amber Heard, which he denied, right? And The Sun said the article was accurate. And the judge, Judge Nicol, said that The Sun had proved what was in the article to be, quote, substantially true. So,
Okay.
real quick history on libel. It's the lesser known form, essentially the little brother to slander. And the reason it's lesser known is because most people that are going to say some crazy ass shit about you that they don't want others to know are going to spew it off the cuff and not bring a pen and paper into the equation, right? But libel, that's pen and paper. It's like sending a punch certified mail. Libel would
it's
be
a
like,
receipt.
right. It would be like if Chris Rock got home from the Oscars, opened the door, and DJ Jazzy Jeff slapped him and said, "Keep Will's name out of your fucking mouth." That's what it would be like. It's premeditated, if you will.
It is. You have to hit send or save or
Exactly.
and it's
Or-
out there forever.
Go through the editors of the Washington Post. It's more premeditated definition. And if libel is what's said in the libel, what's written is not true, right? Which means to win a libel case, you need to say what it is the person said out loud or wrote, and you need to acknowledge it. So if you're saying, hey, what this person wrote about me is not true, you need to prove it's not true, right? Well, the defense is going to do everything in their power to prove it is true. And in this case, that Johnny Depp, I guess, is, quote, a public figure representing domestic abuse. What the fuck is Johnny Depp doing? Like, he knows what he's going to go through. He lost the fucking Sun case. Now he's going back in U.S. court, okay, with U.S. reporters.
To Fairfax County Court is not going to go easy on Johnny Depp.
I mean, Johnny doesn't give a fuck. If everybody knows he got shat on his bed and that he does a shitload of coke, Johnny's like, I might as well just.
What is he asking for?
I'll get what I
broke
want.
too. Isn't he like kind of broke too? That's why he's trying to get some money.
I think Johnny Depp has cash flow issues. I don't think he's broke. I think
he's got big cash flow issues.
I agree, but he can always file for bankruptcy. And he's probably still worth $100 million.
Yeah, I mean, he does those like cologne commercials and stuff for over the years. I mean, he's had $1 billion come through his path.
He spends more than he's bringing in.
Yeah.
But this has to be a principal thing because
Expensive habits.
what's going to happen? This is going to be
Likes
public
wine
record.
a lot too.
Public record. They're going to try to prove that he is in fact a fucking domestic abuser. And he's going to try to prove that he's, in fact, not a domestic abuser.
He's tattling on himself again. This is ridiculous.
Why don't you just let it go? Heard hired a lawyer with the apropos name, J. Benjamin Rottenborn. That's a fucking lawyer name. That's a lawyer name. Rottenborn, if you ever heard one. He said during an opening statement on Tuesday, this is great. You're going to see who the real Johnny Depp is, behind the fame, behind the pirate costumes. And I was like, yeah, no, we saw that, Mr. Rottenborn.
Yeah, last
Jesus,
year.
That's a bad name. Yeah, in 2020, when he fucking sued the Sun and lost.
But what I would say from that lawsuit is that I don't know if they could prove he was an abuser based on that.
Is this an open trial? Can we get some of our boys to roll up with a camera?
Okay, so this is interesting. So the reason it's in Fairfax County is because that's where the Washington Post publishes. That's where their servers are for their digital edition. So that's the venue.
Oh yes, he's suing WAPO. This is so amazing.
Condo owner Carlos could get his ass there. He's right there.
So he's not suing WAPO. He's suing Heard. The previous one, he sued the publication. Now he's suing the person because Amber Heard.
But Amber Heard published her op-ed in the
through
Washington
WAPO.
Post.
So WAPO publishes through Fairfax County digital servers. That's why that's the venue. So to get
we got to get some boys up in here.
Great question. So apparently there were lines out the door to get in.
Oh shit.
However, once the courtroom filled, there was about 80 seats vacant. So I don't, and there's also some shenanigans going on. So like
they're shenanigizing it, yeah.
Well, so in a courtroom, things are very formal, obviously, right? And there's an entrance that's specifically reserved for the judge. Like that's like some of the only tradition we have in this country is what happens in a court of law. Heard and Depp both use that entrance to come into the courtroom, which is really fucking. I talked to a couple lawyers about it.
So are they going to televise it though? Because like
it's not televised, but it's a public record. I mean, court is. It's just known. It's
so we're just going to have to rely on people transcripts, which sucks.
Yeah, every day we'll get transcripts. Anyway, so here's the interesting thing. Heard did not mention Johnny Depp's name in the article whatsoever.
Well, okay, but he can still. I think that he can imply that's
what his lawyers are arguing.
You can make it. You can make
yeah, but she did say star of What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Yeah, the Rum Diaries.
She did reference. Yeah, she did references.
That Carvin Leo,
Captain Jack Sparrow, the whole time.
Mr. Scissorhands.
We're gonna see behind the pirate costumes.
Sweetie Todd over there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
we knew who she was talking about.
Guess who's on the fucking potential witness list?
A bunch of famous people.
One of our favorites.
Hunter Biden.
No,
think about it.
The girl was obsessed with Edward Scissorhands.
Bigger.
Winona Ryder.
Bigger. Richest man in the world. Elon Musk. Musk is a potential witness.
Oh, because Amber Heard's his ex. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, apparently Johnny's got a real like fixation on Elon.
Yeah, well, it's one of the few men that he probably couldn't stack up to. Yeah.
Elon was on the list. No, Johnny probably high-fived her.
James Franco is also on the list. Paul Bettany. Guys, this is going to be a 6-week
James
ordeal.
Franco doesn't need to be back in court, does he?
No, he's gonna. This is going to be a 6-week ordeal. And that's a fucking long trial. So strap in, motherfuckers.
They're all going to Fairfax County. That's awesome.
Down.
Nice.
That's awesome.
I guarantee they're staying at Tyson's Corner. We got to get someone out there.
Maybe Reston Town Center.
Could be at the RTC. Ooh. Maybe at the Hyatt.
Local listeners.
Somewhere close to the Hyatt. Whoever's closest to the Fairfax court, though, that's
friends
nice.
of ours.
Right.
Get out there with
Close.
If someone wants to volunteer, we will pay the fees to get you in there if there's a fee. Just DM us if you have the time and a recorder and you're in the Fairfax County area. We could try.
Oh yeah.
We'll try.
More to come on that.
Okay, let's pack our bags.
It's time for the TikTok International Moment.
We're going to go Scotland today, and we're going to go Switzerland. First, Scotland, where a convicted murderer dubbed Hannibal Lecter Jr. Has made yet another transition inside of prison, baffling prison staff and the entire country. Oh, there goes my timer. Sorry.
Wes's eggs are done.
Yeah, my pasta's done. Baffling prison staff. That's why I had to run out real quick. Take it out of the oven.
Oh, you've already dealt with it.
Do you want to go get it?
No, I turned the oven off. I turned the oven off.
Dealt with it.
Turned the oven off.
Wes, is there smoke behind you?
No, it's good. We're good. Baffling prison staff and the entire country with their demands. So Hannibal Jr.'s story begins back when young Hannibal Jr. was just 18 and was still identifying as Daniel. So here's Daniel, and he was a homosexual male. Now, Daniel was serving a stint in juvenile detention for dangerous driving, and with just 1 month left in his sentence, he decided to up his sentence to 15-year minimum by strangling his cellmate to death, 22-year-old Paul Algie. Yeah.
Okay.
That guy must have been a really bad cellmate for him to do that with a month left.
Also snorer. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry.
Exactly. Yeah, that was in 2004. He strangled him with shoelaces.
Gas.
Yeah.
With shoelaces? Why are they giving these kids shoelaces for?
Well, they didn't think he was going to strangle the guy.
Yeah.
So he got a 15.
Kid looks disturbed when you showed his picture. I mean, he's
Yeah.
looks like a character in Trainspotting.
He's in a different world.
I think he's just Scottish.
Aren't Velcro shoes cheaper anyway?
Yeah.
For
Probably.
prison? Yeah, I'm sure they are. Yeah.
Slides.
You got to give him.
Slip in there. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, give him
More
all
lax.
easy.
Yeah.
More lax. Anyway, so after that, he got a 15-year minimum jail term for the murder. Not long after that, Daniel decided he wasn't actually a gay man, but a woman. So not a man that liked penis, but a woman that liked penis. And
Trying to get to a
transitioned.
different jail, huh?
Yeah. Transitioned to Sophie Eastwood in 2016, and has been taking testosterone blockers, and now has been in women's prison since 2018. So they actually transferred Daniel, now Sophie, into the women's prison.
Whoa.
So a transgender woman in a woman's prison. Very progressive of Scotland.
It's
Apparently,
dangerous for the women in prison.
this is a dangerous game.
Yeah.
Well, in the
Sophie's now
States-
queen of the block for sure.
In the States, most states, there's a different cell block for people that are
trans.
potentially more vulnerable to assault. I wonder if they do that in the UK.
Why is he called Hannibal Lecter Jr.?
Because he strangled someone with shoelaces.
Hannibal Lecter didn't strangle anyone.
He ate people. He didn't strangle
Listen,
someone.
this is just what they're
That's a
telling me.
horrible nickname.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not that great. So yeah, he apparently, I mean, this is, and they're saying this is more common where people are transitioning, and I guess men are figuring out, hey, if they transition, they can get close to the women.
Right.
Not to harp on this, but Sir Anthony Hopkins, he's a knight over there. It's just insulting.
It's a bad nickname. Yeah.
Know your character better.
Yeah. Did he wear the person's face after he strangled him?
So Wes, you're saying that
Was there a bug involved?
people are thinking he did it for the conjugal reasons?
Is he advising
know.
other
That's
serial
just-
killers?
That's just a fucked up joke I'm thinking, but that's what I would do. If I had no way to get at women, I would say, hey, I'm
wondering
saying,
about-
Look, I am actually a woman, but I'd like to keep my equipment, and I'm also a gay woman that would like to have sex with women with my equipment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's
So
a convenient excuse if that's what you're going for.
that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. And prison
a lot
staff
of
said
girl
that
talk.
Sophie has, quote, the prisoner has been difficult and manipulative for over the years, which is why she is still behind bars after 15 years. So there's a 15-year minimum. She could be released, but because she's become a psychopath in jail, they still have her. So she decided that she would trans from a man to a woman, which is becoming more common. And then now she has decided that she's not a transgender woman anymore, but now she's a baby. She's transitioning into a baby in prison.
Oh,
And
you
the prison
can't arrest the
system has-
baby, so they should let her out.
That's a good point.
Yeah, they have no clue how to deal with this person anymore. Quote, the Scottish Prison Service has no protocol in place for dealing with prisoners who decide they are babies. Among her new
Well, back
demands
to the
are,
men's jail, right? It's a baby man.
I don't know, I think it's a baby
I
female.
mean, if you're a trans
Oh, is it
person,
baby female? I'm sorry, I don't know. I
believe so.
wasn't familiar.
you got to
with the
punch
post.
this guy in the face, right? If you're a trans person. I mean, like,
Yeah.
you're making a mockery of these
Well, this is
people
what's
that-
happening all the time now. As they
Here's
change
Sophie.
the laws, Pat, as they change more laws, more people will manipulate the laws. That's just
insulting.
That's just the law.
Can we get Sophie some giant diapers?
As they change rules, people will manipulate the rules harder.
Yeah.
That's like humans are like the natural version of a computer virus. The world is the computer. We're kind of like the virus. We in the governments are also like the computer system, and we'll find all the errors.
Saying we're maladaptive.
Yeah, like we're looking for the vulnerabilities constantly.
If I'm a total piece of shit,
loopholes.
I'm like, single and I'm in jail for life or whatever, I'm probably going to, try to get to the women's jail too. And if I'm like a single piece of shit and I want to retire a year earlier in whatever country it was that lets you retire a year earlier, I'd probably want to, do that as well.
When all you have to do is check the box that you were a woman.
Yeah, I mean, like you don't have to do anything but say it.
Who's taking care of the boom boom when Sophie booms?
Someone's got to clean. Someone's got to clean Sophie, baby Sophie.
So Sophie now has some new demands, including nappies, which I guess are like pajamas over there. She wants her food blended like baby food, and a dummy or a doll, which they've given her actually, and for the guards to hold her hand when she leaves her cell. Like
is she asking for these in full sentences, or is she like using like single words?
I wish I had that information.
So is this just like building up to when she's going to kill a guard? Because like she's getting her hand held by.
She's a murderer.
She's back to being a murderer again.
It's going to be 1 month to go, and then the guard is going to get it next because like Sophie's demanding to hold the guard's hand.
I see why they're calling this person Hannibal Lecter now, because Hannibal Lecter was a specimen.
They're fucking
like a psychological
with the guards,
specimen.
This
person could be a psychological, but get this person in a mental hospital.
Absolutely fucking with the guards here.
Right. She says that she's only in jail now because she's not a man anymore. She says she regrets killing her cellmate, and I mean that's just a real plop down on the couch, crack a 6-pack after work kind of day when you're dealing with baby Sophie.
Do you guys know about the artist formerly known as Prince? Do you guys know why he went by that?
No.
So Prince changed the record industry completely because Prince realized that his record deal was with Prince. So if he changed his name to the artist formerly known as Prince, he was out of his record deal. And now every record contract since then is augmented to prevent against that. But that's what Sophie's trying to do here. She didn't commit the crime. Sophie didn't commit the crime.
Daniel did.
Daniel committed the crime. Think about it.
Yeah, that's like when Johnson & Johnson's trying to bankrupt only a small portion of their business instead of with the bankruptcy laws instead of their whole company.
I mean, respect to Sophie for taking advantage of these rules and trying to use them against everybody to fuck them over. So
we've got another story coming up where people take advantage
for sure.
Take advantage of the laws if the laws don't exist.
So that's Sophie. Good luck, Sophie, in your quest to
just
whatever.
play in the system.
Whatever you're doing.
As a murderer.
I mean, nut job. This next one really hits close to home.
Wipe my ass.
Yeah.
And she's going to get it too.
Mark my words, you're going to wipe my ass.
You know what? I'm identifying as the warden now.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, how do we deal with this one?
Give me the keys.
Give me the keys.
Is Sophie now the prime minister
I'm
of
the
England?
warden, yeah.
Give me the keys.
Is Boris done? Because Sophie decided she identified as Boris.
She's got those guards wrapped around her finger. Okay, this next one really hits close to home. Let's go to Switzerland, where a 20-year-old man was rushed to the ICU after crushing a lung or spontaneous pneumonia diatisnum.
For sure.
Yeah, something like that. While engaging in a rigorous session of onani, which is Swiss for masturbation.
He crushed his lungs masturbating?
Yeah. I mean,
was he trying to suck his dick?
Who hasn't been there, right?
Yeah, he had to be bending over trying to suck his own dick.
I've thought I've gone hard before, man.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So this is what his lung looks like. That's just air in there. So what happens? I mean, we've all been there, hungover, dehydrated, can barely stand. You use your last bits of strength to rub one out.
Water.
Yeah. And then you're just lightheaded and on the ground, oozing out of your penis naked. Right? We've all been there, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Hyperventilating. Anyone
Absolutely.
Else? Yeah. Doctors treating the man.
There's always time,
Yeah.
Right. You'll get there. Cantonal Hospital in the city of Winterthur said his face was swollen and crunching noises could be heard from his neck to his elbows. Docs discovered air was trapped at the base of his skull even. So x-rays revealed the man was suffering from spontaneous pneumonia, a painful but typically benign disease where air leaks from the lung and becomes lodged in the rib cage. So He was just going at it so hard.
So he wasn't even breathing. He was just masturbating without breathing for like 10 minutes at a time.
Concentrating, or I don't know what
he forgot to breathe while masturbating.
Right.
This was the only thing he was doing at this point was masturbation.
He wasn't brushing his teeth.
The camel's back.
He wasn't drinking water. He wasn't.
How much would you guys pay for this guy's browser history to see which video it was that did it to him?
I was wondering.
I'm nervous. What if it's the porn so good?
Yeah. What if it's like The Ring?
Yeah.
I don't want to see it.
You just masturbate.
Once you see The Ring.
Yeah. So they described this as an autoerotic emergency, which is a rare condition that usually affects young men in their 20s. And they added that smokers are at an increased risk of this particular thing that happened to him, which can be brought on by violent coughing, excessive vomiting, or strenuous physical exercise, aka masturbating too hard. So after a day in the ICU, the man was transferred to a regular ward where he just stayed, lying to everyone that asked him what was wrong. And they said this is the first case of this particular affliction for masturbation for masturbating too hard. So
he's going to be right back. He's going to be right back where
he's in all the journals.
Yeah, he's in all the journals. But I mean, he's 20. He's going to be right back in the hospital.
Well, he's going to do something else.
You think you jerk off?
Yeah. No, this guy's the king of masturbation.
I jerk off.
I crushed a lung one time, pal.
He holds crown. Is he going to have long-lasting effects, or is he okay now?
No, I think Will, that this is going to happen pretty much every time he tries it now. He's going to have to be. He's going to have to really ginger it in there.
Every 6 months he's going to be at the hospital. No, right. I read this article.
Have to get him a life alert.
The air goes away eventually, Will, if you stop being a psychopath. He just has to take it easy a little bit.
So it's never going to happen for him.
Yeah.
Wants it too bad, man.
He does. Wow. Okay. Yeah, he's in trouble. All right, should we do a quick food double to wrap it up?
Yeah.
I think I fit in. All right, I have a quick food double for you, and I'm going to go ahead and call it right now. We will be playing a round of which one's worse. Apologies for not getting an official which one's worse play-in, which was by popular demand. I'll work on that. That's just me being lazy.
I set up a P.O. box.
One for me.
I set up a P.O. box for which one's worse fan mail.
Hell yes. It's getting out of hand. My wife said, get it out of the house. Mark, there's too much which one's worse fan mail. So if someone wants to create a plan for me. First up, it's Thursday, and so this is a Throwback Thursday one that was submitted by Hive member Big Fudge. It happened in 2016, but it's making its way back in the news cycle because it's intense. Do you remember how at the beach we talked about a level of wealth where once you reached it, you probably ate humans for pleasure? He's eat people rich.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, Army Hammer. I think we were having a discussion about the
Hammers. The Hammer family are so generationally billionaire rich that they eat people probably.
And
they get away with it.
Else.
You get away with it. You can hunt humans. You can.
It's like that movie, The Hunt. Exactly.
Yes. So you have to be this rich to get away with it. Otherwise, you're eventually going to get caught. And if you're just a millionaire, you're going to get arrested for eating people. But if you're like a fourth generation billionaire, you can eat people. Anyways, what if I told you you didn't need billions of dollars of generational wealth to try human flesh and get away with it? You just need an open-minded friend who got in a horrible motorcycle accident and had his foot amputated and asked the doctors if he could keep the foot to bring it home, and then asked 10 of his closest friends to come over for dinner to eat foot tacos.
Oh, come on. Did he tell him it's a foot taco?
He did.
What country?
Okay. If you tell him it's a foot taco,
U.S.
Totally fine with this.
Here's a picture of this guy's foot after rolling his motorcycle at 45 miles per hour. It was completely shattered and fractured, so they had to amputate. There's no point in trying to fix that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, looks like a I don't know. I mean, it looks like a ghost that's being sucked into one of the Ghostbusters things.
And here's
oh, come on, no, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, that's
is it really?
Looks pretty good, actually.
Yeah. Pat's about to throw up.
I don't look that bad, Pat.
Well, it was cooked by It was cooked by a chef friend who also marinated it the night before. The 10 friends. I've got a worse picture if you guys want. I don't think Pat wants it.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
The 10 friends,
Pat gets back to put it up.
Yeah, the 10 friends ate apple strudel, quiche puff pastries, fruit tarts, and chocolate cake, drank gin lemonade punches, and had mimosas, all before the main course came out, fajita foot tacos. Do you want to see the picture of it when it was fajita meat?
The full thing.
Yeah. Okay, so warning, this is worse than the other one I showed you. This is the fajita foot tacos.
Oh, it looks delightful, actually.
It looks way better than yours.
It looks like some skirt steak.
It does. Fajita. Foot steak.
Yeah.
Human beef.
Yeah, that's ankle.
So now I would definitely try human after seeing all this. 100%.
Right. So Vice Vice followed up with the then 38-year-old this past week. They did like the original article and it got picked up by other people. So they did like a 5-year like look back and asked him, how he thought about the thing. And he said that the food itself was tough for Muscle and that it was the peak weirdness of his life, but that it gave him closure on his near-death accident and his losing his foot, so he doesn't regret it. And cannibalism is only illegal in Idaho, which means they had a real problem in Idaho at some point. So I ask you, would you eat your friend's foot taco? Would you eat my foot if I was amputated and I asked you to come over and eat fajita foot tacos?
Probably not. I mean, but I think like I don't know if I try
not your foot.
I don't know if anybody's foot. I think I would certainly eat like a body part of my wife's probably because I really trust her. But
you know where she's been.
But that's only say that was necessary. That she was.
What if I read you some?
That I eat it like this? But with you, I think I would come over. I'd smell it. I'd be all about it, and I'd take pictures, and I'd be all about the celebration. Mark's foot. We'd be like kissing your new fake foot and all that stuff. But I probably wouldn't eat the taco.
Okay, you could watch me eat some taco. What if I read you some reviews from some people that did eat people, like William Seabrook, who spent time with a cannibal tribe in West Africa in the 1920s and said that human meat tasted like fully developed veal. Like pork, it tastes quite good, said Armin Moise, a German who ate large portions of a man who agreed to be killed and devoured in 2002. So this psycho German set this guy up. He came over, he killed him and ate him. He said it tasted like quite good, like pork. So Sweet described Egyptian-born fashion model. I think I have a picture of her, Omaimi Nelson, who was talking about the cooked ribs of her husband she murdered in 1991, her abusive husband. She cooked his ribs and ate them and called them very sweet. There's our little cannibal on trial. No. Yeah. So Pat's out on this. Pat is so disturbed by this.
So cannibal.
All right.
I watched a fucking.
He's in the back.
There was something I watched recently about a serial killer in Canada, and they thought he was like a cannibal or whatever, but he turned out just to be a sicko. But there was like these terms that they use, like you said, like, okay, so the chef is the person that like prepares the people, and then there's like it's like a something pig, and they are like they claim that they volunteer to be murdered and then prepared by the chef to be eaten. This is something that people, it's like
the German guy, yeah.
It's fucking like that's what the German guy.
It's like the bug chasing and gift giving with AIDS. With eating.
This is a thing they actually do. I didn't know it was all a joke. I mean, well, obviously this guy.
You think we can get Pat to throw up if he comes back and I show the fajita picture again?
I wish. How many people agreed to eat his? Ate the foot.
I think all of them the foot. All of them had tacos.
Wow. It was like called Zambian Meat or something was the website that you could go on and part of this cult that you could like be the chef.
Pat, look at this. Looks delicious. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. He's out. He's out. All right. Other food story. 57-year-old Florida man, David Stover here. We're done, Pat. 57-year-old Florida man, David Stover, was arrested at a Wendy's in Flagler County, Florida. While that sentence certainly might not be newsworthy for any, county in Florida, some guy got arrested in Wendy's, it's what he did to get arrested and how that is interesting.
If it's eating people, I'll just catch you guys.
That'd be amazing. That would be amazing.
I'm about to go get tacos.
No, Pat, Low Life Louie's hat.
You about to go get tacos?
Okay. Hang on. It's not eating people.
From Low Life Louie.
Bear with us for a few more minutes. You see, David impersonated a DEA agent. That's why there's a badge. And right here, it's actually just a concealed weapon permit.
That's a shitty badge. It's like Pennsylvania concealed weapons badge.
Yeah, so he would flash.
It's metal, though.
He would flash and say he's a DEA agent. And he demanded to get free food or like at least discounted food for like a law enforcement at his local Wendy's. The staff refused to give him the discount earlier this week, and he started screaming at them and threatening to call the staff, to call corporate on the staff and report them. And at that point, they called the cops on him because he was causing a scene and he got arrested. The staff called his bluff probably, though, because it turns out it really was David's local Wendy's that he had been coming to very regularly for over 2 years. And he did get a discount for those 2 years because his best friend was the cashier. His buddy then left the job, however, And David didn't want to lose his sweet free Wendy's meal, so he came up with the DEA agent scheme to try and trick the other people he had seen.
They knew he was his best friend?
Yeah, they'd seen him every day for 2 years and knew he was like unemployed. But once his friend left, he wanted to. He started.
No, I can't let this one go. I got to find a workaround here.
Turns out I've been a DEA agent the whole time. Greg didn't tell you? They knew.
Goodness.
I think they knew, like, obviously he wasn't a DEA agent. They knew who he was. I think they gave him a few free meals, and then they just got sick of it. They're like, we have to stop doing this. And so they called his bluff, said no,
slope, yeah.
and he demanded the police be involved because he wanted his law enforcement discount. And he's now in jail for impersonating a police officer. So I ask you, which one's worse? A guy who lost his foot and legally and didn't commit any crimes and had his friends over for foot tacos, or this guy that committed a crime impersonating a DEA agent?
Yeah, it's the foot tacos.
Foot tacos is worse?
Foot tacos, man.
I don't know. I'm going Wendy's guy. Let's get to the hats. That's going to do it for the stories. Let's get to the hats.
That was so
All right, real quick before we spin the wheel for tomorrow's show.
Yeah.
Low Life Louis sent us these hats. I'm going to read this letter from him verbatim. He says, "What the fuck is up, Will? You're my second favorite Will Smith behind the Dodgers catcher, but you're my favorite catcher, if you know what I mean. Double parentheses, gay joke. Anyway, I buy, sell, and trade vintage snapbacks, and I wanted to hook up the boys with some fresh lids. First, in no particular order because of ranking reasons, the Green Bay hat.
Louis can't get past that one.
Is for Mark because of his obsession with Aaron Rodgers.
Nice.
So here is that lid, Mark. This is
nice.
Nice.
Oh, wait, turn it around. Let me see the back.
Oh, it's like this is like a 99. It's got like
nice. There's something on the side there.
It's got like nice patches on the side.
That's nice.
Is that fit?
It's
Is that
old
fitted
school.
hat?
It's like a bar. It's like a Brett Favre era Green Bay.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's really nice.
Thank you, Louis.
No, these are all snapbacks, Pat. So that's for your obsession with Aaron Rodgers. Fuck the Packers, he says.
You got it.
The Notre Dame hat, this one right here.
Oh, that's
this
nice.
one. You see this?
Yeah,
the Notre
nice.
Dame hat is for Wes, because if anyone on the podcast is willing to make a midget joke, it's him. The Notre Dame logo reminds me of an angry midget. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
And,
Love it.
So there's
Love
yours,
it. Thank
Wes.
you.
And he says, let's see here. It's in the Indy reminds me. Okay, for Goofy Pat, I felt that the Tiz Redskins right here, Taz though.
wait.
It's a Taz Redskins.
Oh, wow.
What the
Taz Redskins.
fuck?
That's awesome.
That's so
Nice hat.
cool.
That's awesome.
For Goofy Pat, I felt that the Taz Redskins was fitting it, but he says Tiz, so yeah.
Well,
Tiz.
hey Willie, what size is that hat? I only asked.
It's snapbacks.
I need a
It's all
prescription
snapbacks,
size.
Pat.
Okay, cool.
It's all snapbacks.
Snapback. You can change it.
Yeah, and as soon as the 95, as soon as the commies incorporate Tiz and Taz again, I will send the next one as well. Last but not least, I have a MAGA type hat.
Look at that.
For you, Will, not because of your support of Trump, but because of how much you dislike the Bidens. I love hearing you go off about Hunter's laptop, Joe's incompetency, and also throw as much hate as I do at SNL now. LOL. Also included a PBR hat.
Oh, wow.
Professional bull riding. Wow.
Damn. Let me see that one.
If I don't want to wear the MAGA hat.
Wow.
And I hope that you all enjoy this HAGFD Low Life Louis.
Hell
That's
yeah.
incredible.
Thanks, Low Life Louis.
The MAGA hat's a putter there on the eagle type hat.
It's funny. It's a golden eagle,
it
but
is.
it's not even an eagle. It's just
You know
a
what?
golden
It's
winged
like a guy.
orifice.
It's
Looks like a
guy that
phoenix.
visits,
Right.
an old destroyer ship,
And it
gets
definitely
the
says
hat.
MAGA on the back. It's not a MAGA. It is total MAGA. So
Wow.
yeah. We got our custom snapbacks from Low Life Louis.
That's
Those are
so
cool.
nice, of you, Louis. Thank you.
I'm gonna send them your way, fellas.
I can't believe there's an R words Taz. Who knew?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's a solid one. I mean, Louis the hookup for hats. So look for Low Life Louis. I know he's on Instagram. He's in the Discord for sure. If you're looking for custom snapbacks, he's the guy. So
That's incredible. Well, let's bring up the wheel.
Yeah, I couldn't log into the wheel. So we'll
bringing
find
it
out.
up. Bringing it up.
Bringing it up.
At you on tomorrow's show?
Oh yeah, I'll be here.
Hey,
check out that Fat Boy Summer. I know Wes was wearing it yesterday, but look at that Fat Boy Summer shirt.
Well, look at it in blue.
Crap.
I'm pretty happy with the blue. I gotta say,
nice. I gotta order mine.
The blue is something that I thought came out looking real nice.
Pretty nice.
All right, let's spin this wheel.
Palm trees, Fat Boy Summer. All right,
who's gonna be on Cup of Coffee?
Cup of Coffee in the big time will be.
It's looking like me. Or back to back. Will slow down.
Will.
Nice.
I'll be faster tomorrow, fellas. I'll be faster tomorrow. All right. TikTok international moment will be. Was it a run back? No, it's not. It's a switch up. Mark.
Okay.
Will Coffee. Mark TikTok international moment.
And Florida Man Friday's coming out for you patrons out there that are in there.
That's damn right. Florida Man Friday will be for the patrons, and voicemails and reviews for 2 weeks worth will be Wesley.
God. Tomorrow's gonna be like a 6-hour show.
Ooh, I forgot about that.
Yes, sir. That is tomorrow's lineup.
If you listened to last Friday when we were at the beach, that's what you can get for just a beer a month. In fact, Max, patron, Florida Man Friday patron, met local to the St. Pete Treasure Island area of the beach, met up with us, and he said, what sold me was that I could afford 1 beer a month to pay the boys. He goes, it's $5 a month. And it's, that's about what a beer is at a bar. So if you want to buy us 1 beer a month and listen to all of the Florida Man Fridays we've ever done, you can sign up at hardfactor.com/Patreon. So there you go.
Pretty good deal.
But the regular Friday show will be out as well, and we'll talk to you then. And in between then, we'd like you to most importantly, have a great fucking day.